everybody. So happy to see you here. I know I always start out by saying I miss you. Well, I miss you still. I miss you all so much. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope that this session can bring you some peace today. It seems like every day things change, and every day it seems that we may know someone who's been affected by the coronavirus, and maybe we're starting to feel like we need to do even more to protect ourselves a little bit. I know that I know a handful of people right now that have tested positive, and they're doing everything that they can do to keep their families safe and keep all of their loved ones safe. And boy, we are just in a strange environment right now, and it's very important that we try to stay positive, and it's very important that we keep our own vibration grounded, and also influenced by positive thoughts. I'm going to adjust one of my cameras really quick, so bear with me just a sec. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. So, I know I keep saying that this social media thing is new to me, and sitting in front of a camera, and I completely forget what I'm supposed to say or what I was going to say, so thank you for bearing with me. I've been doing sound therapy for quite some time, and I love the vibration and the reverberation of crystal singing bowls. And it's amazing the healing that can happen when you are working with vibration and you're working with frequency that is also attuned to your chakras. Now, I know that this is not live per se. You're not sitting in front of me in the same room, but you can still feel the effects from the vibration and from the frequencies of each of the bowls. If you have headphones or earbuds, those are great for this type of thing. So a lot of times what can happen when you're dealing with vibration and you're trying to record it, it can start to sound a little bit muffled, or it can overwhelm the speakers that the sound is actually traveling through. So if you use headphones or you use earbuds, you can hear things just a little bit better. And you'll be able to hear the resonance with the bowls going sort of back and forth in your headphones, and then also in your ears, just like it does when you're sitting in the same room with me. What I'd like to do is make sure that each of you are already comfortable, and I recommend for you to lie down and just get completely comfortable. The great thing about this is I do all the work. All you have to do is just tune in. That's it. So take a couple moments to either make yourself comfortable sitting up if that's what you choose to do, or go ahead and lie down on the floor. If you're on a mat, you may want to make sure that you have something underneath your knees just to take some stress off of your low back, and then maybe something underneath your neck or just underneath your head, just to make sure that you stay comfortable throughout the process. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. And what I'm going to do, because the sound is different coming through speakers than it is when we're all sitting in the room together, instead of doing a guided meditation that does sound for each chakra and each bowl before I do improvised play, I'm going to talk through a guided meditation, not using the bowls at first and then do all improvised play. Just because this will give you a better chance to just get comfortable. If there's a bowl that is particularly overwhelming for your speakers or your headphones, then it's not going to interrupt the process. And I'll play those, each bowl, like together in chord, So that's what you'll hear, and not necessarily just one bowl that's going to overwhelm your speakers. Okay, so if everybody's comfortable, just close your eyes and take a deep breath. And feel free to let any stress from the day go. And now when you inhale, inhale very deep down into your belly, down into your guts. And when you exhale, exhale with purpose. And you can even vocalize. Just letting it go. And one of the most important parts of this process is just the fact that you have shown up for yourself. You've shown up to be able to give yourself some space, to ground, to realign your energy. We're living in such a strange time right now. And just as I said before, it seems like every day things start to change. So we're having to acclimate just a little bit every day with what's going on. Take another deep, deep breath. Okay, I know that's helped me. Now I feel like I can talk to you guys and not be nervous. And as you're laying still, I want you to pay attention to the back side of your body. If you're lying on the floor, or if you're sitting in a chair, pay attention to the backs of your legs and to your sits bones and your hips. Wherever you are touching a surface, bring your attention to those areas and just feel yourself begin to mesh with the surface underneath you. And know that this area that you're lying on or sitting on is supporting you. And it's also a vessel to the ground, to the earth itself, so you can begin to soak up good grounding energy, especially once we get the vibration going. So just become acquainted with that feeling. Now what I'd like for you to do is close your eyes if you haven't already. And I want you to become aware of the area at the top of your head, at your crown chakra. Just become aware of that area. And notice as you become aware of it, it begins to feel just a little bit different. Allow your crown chakra to become open. As it comes open, you are allowing and taking part in a universal energy exchange. You're allowing your body to let go of energy that is no longer serving you, and you are also accepting energy from the universe that you need in order to heal and to stay grounded. This is such an important exchange. Take a deep breath here as you allow that process to begin. Now bring your awareness to your third eye chakra, just between your eyebrows. And notice as you bring your awareness there, you may even begin to feel a little bit of pressure. This is beginning the process of clearing your third eye chakra. Now slowly begin to bring your awareness down to your throat chakra. And as you become aware, You may feel the need to swallow, to cough, or to clear your throat. And once you bring your awareness there, feel your throat chakra opening, allowing yourself the freedom to express your personal truth. Take a deep breath there. Now bring your awareness down to the center of your chest, to your heart chakra. Love, compassion, and empathy are all so important right now, not just for others, but also for ourselves, in order to keep ourselves able to ebb and flow with the changes that we feel every day. Focus on the feeling inside of your heart chakra. Perhaps it feels heavy, or as if there's a weight sitting on your chest. Perhaps you can feel some emotion trapped in there. We all have that stress right now. As you become acquainted with this feeling, take another deep breath, and as you inhale, expand your chest. And as you expand your chest, feel your collarbones separate. Feel your rib cage begin to expand. A nice cleansing breath, letting go. Feel the weight of emotions, responsibilities, and expectations begin to lift. Take another deep breath here. Now bring your awareness down to your solar plexus, just at the bottom of your rib cage. This area is so important right now. This is where we hold on to our willpower. This is where we hold on to our identity and our get up and go. So we've all been focusing so much on everything that's been going on around us, and especially if you have a big household that you're spending all of your time with right now, you may feel like you're being pulled in many different directions. It's very important that you give this area some love. You can even place your hands here and just become acquainted with your solar plexus. Maybe it feels tight, it feels wound up. So we want to make sure that we get a nice full deep breath down into your solar plexus to allow that light to shine out again. As your solar plexus is also called your inner sun, it's almost like your battery. Take a nice deep breath into your solar plexus. Stay in this area long enough to be able to feel a physical change right underneath your rib cage. Take another deep breath in there. Very good. Notice your ribs beginning to loosen up a little bit, even wrapping around to your back as well. One more deep, deep breath here. Now let's move your attention to your sacral chakra, just below your belly button. This one is also extremely important right now. We hold all emotion in this area, men and women. When we hold all of our emotion there, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of expectations, there's a lot of judgments, there's a lot of assumptions that we store here. Anything that has ever been projected towards us, whether it was true or not, we store it away in this area. It's also very important because we're on the cusp of a full moon. So as the moon grows fuller and the gravitational pull begins to grow, we start to feel a lot more of emotions. We can become hormonal. Again, men and women can become hormonal at about this time. And if we had never invented artificial light, all of the women would be on the same cycle with the moon. So it's very important that we give time for this area to release. When we start to release emotions and we start to release old stagnant energy in this area, our hearts can really feel the pull, because our brain does not necessarily know the difference from a memory that happened 30 years ago and 30 minutes ago. Emotionally, most of the time, we know the difference, but sometimes when it's something that's been there for a long time, it can really creep up and get to us before we expect it. But that's okay. If it's coming up, it wants to be released. So focus in this area. Perhaps put your hands where your sacral chakra is, just below your belly button, and just feel that area. What does it feel like physically? Take a nice deep inhale and breathe into your sacral chakra. Give it some love. Spend enough time here with your awareness and your focus to feel it physically released. You may feel it move in your low back. Take another deep breath. Give your sacral chakra permission to let go of what is no longer serving you emotionally. And take another deep breath. Very good. Now you want to move your attention to your root chakra, which is at the very base of your spine, the very end of your spine. If you have trouble imagining where this would be, just keep in mind your tailbone. So when you sit, when you root, this is where your root chakra lives. This is where we draw support and nourishment from the earth energetically. Anytime that we feel insecure or we feel vulnerable, this is the area that we want to work on. This is so important for all of us right now. So bring your awareness to this area in your body and take a nice deep breath. Give this area of your body permission to open, just as we've done with your other chakras, to be able to absorb healing energy and let go of things that are no longer serving you. Let that tension go. Take another deep breath. Notice any change in feeling in your legs, your knees, or your feet as you allow this energy to exit your body. You may feel a tingle. You may feel a coolness or a heat on one side of the body, or perhaps both. Keep breathing. Very good. Sit with this feeling and allow yourself to remain connected. This feeling that you have right now of beginning to move energy and giving it permission to leave your body. Keep this focus in mind as I'm playing the bowls. Each bowl is tuned to a specific chakra. And what we did just now is we opened ourselves as a vessel, giving ourselves permission to heal. There's something really powerful in the fact that we're doing that collectively as well. It helps to raise the vibration in whatever area we live. It's not just us. It permeates from us, just like negative energy can as well. So when we focus on healing, it's very important and it's very beneficial for your house, for your family, and of course for yourself. Take another deep breath. And make any adjustments that you feel like you need to make throughout the process. If you find yourself paying more attention to your body in a sensation where you need to move, go ahead and do so. I want you to be able to pay attention to the vibration and to the frequency of the bowls and where you may feel it inside of your body. So if you feel like you're being distracted by your body, go ahead and make a movement. So what I'll do is I'll begin to play in just a moment, and after I play, we're going to go silent for just a couple of minutes, which is a little bit of a shavasana, just to allow your body to buzz for a little bit. And then I'll gently bring you out of the meditation. So again, make sure you're comfortable. Keep your eyes closed. We're in a safe and sacred space. Let's begin. yourselves back to the rising and falling of your breath. Feel the perfection at this moment. Your perfection. You are perfect at this very moment. Allow yourself to begin to feel. Coming back to your space. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. And breathe a deep, refreshing breath. I know that we're doing all of this from a distance, but I feel like I can feel all of you out there, and that's an awesome feeling. As you slowly come back to yourself, if you're lying down, you may want to roll over to your left side before you come up to a sitting position. And the most important thing to remember when it comes to sound healing, especially when you're using singing bowls and crystal singing bowls, is that the vibration is very thick. It's almost as if when you're in the room with it, it's almost like you can see the sound wave, or you can feel the sound wave move through the room. I'm hoping that some of you that are listening through headphones or earbuds could feel some of that at home. And just know that even if you had trouble focusing tonight, that you still got the benefits from the session. Don't be surprised if you feel emotional, or if you feel like you've had too much caffeine, or that you need to go take a nap. Whatever those things are that come to you in the next day or two. That's all of the new energy that you opened up and you gave permission to receive, finding its place inside of your body where it belongs and where it can serve you the best. As you continue to absorb that energy and it continues to find its place in your body, it's going to continue to push older, stagnant energy out of your body. And when that happens, you might feel like you're just sort of dragging for a little bit. And then before you know it, you'll feel like you've got more of a pep in your step. Pay attention to your body. Feel those areas of your body where we went to today before we started with the singing bowls, and feel some of that weight begin to lift off. If you tune into it and you stay grounded, you can really start to feel that physically leave and you can feel your chakras actually open. It's an amazing feeling. Stay grounded. This is such a stressful time. We've got so much going on around us. There's so many people that are not able to work. There's so many healthcare folks that are doing everything that they can for us. And everyone, we all feel a little different right now. All of the information coming through can be very, very stressful. So it's important that you put your bare feet in the grass. You can definitely go outside, soak up some sun, take an Epsom salt bath, and drink a lot of water. Try to stay away from things that are overstimulating for the next day or two. So maybe watch a little bit less of the news if you've been watching it recently. And then if you do imbibe in alcohol, try to keep it to a minimum, because that does lower your vibration, and we just raised everybody's vibration collectively right here. So try to hold on to that as long as you can. Also, there is a global meditation movement that is happening, and I believe on Eastern Standard Time, our time to meditate within that practice and to be a part of that is at 10:35 tonight, I think. But if you've seen that in your feeds, please consider doing that. What we just did here, we all helped lift each other up. You all lifted me up, definitely. I hope I did the same for you. And just imagine if we have that sort of power and we just renewed our energy here, and then we go into a global meditation movement this evening and we help raise the vibration and keep everybody positive. And we are meditating on an intent to move this coronavirus out of here, and that we can all really start to feel better on so many different levels. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Tune in on Monday. I am going to be preparing a couple of things for the full moon that's coming up. And since we're doing everything from a distance, I just wanted to put some things together and show you guys what we can do for a magic moon ritual for the full moon. Okay, so tune in for that. And plenty of other things coming as well. We'll definitely do another sound healing. I have a crystals class coming up online, live feed, so I'm excited about that. I'm just glad that I can stay in touch with you guys. Thank you so much. I miss you all. I love you all. Thank you for coming into my home and sitting with me on a Saturday evening.